Guys, and welcome back to the channel. So an Asian American woman is currently in hot water with TikTok community after calling out her Black American women, accusing them of being cowards for not standing on the front lines protesting the ICE raids. Now the problem with that statement isn't just what she said, but who it's coming from. This is someone who has positioned herself as an ally to the Black American community, someone who's built her platform on the idea of standing with us. I'm speaking as a person who's been adopted by the Black American community, so don't come for me. That's exactly why so many people are angry. It feels like a betrayal. Like someone you thought understood the struggle is suddenly talking at you instead of for you. I hope that makes sense. I'm not going to repeat what she said word for word because I would rather let you hear it straight from her. There were about 2 videos, but I collected this one because I think you're gonna get the message clearly from this one. I'm gonna play that clip in just a bit so that you can form your own opinions, okay? But before we get into that, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button and help a sister grow this channel. Like every comment, your shares, really makes a difference. I'll come back at the end of this video to give my own 2 cents. Let's watch this.
We're watching democracy fall in real time. Fighting for your freedom is brutal, it's exhausting, and it is dangerous. And freedom has never been won from the comfort of a couch. I hope that besides getting on your platform and yelling that we're not coming outside, that you're doing other things to help, like boycotting, mutual aid, grassroots organizing, and you're using your platform to encourage others to do the same thing. But make sure you're doing something and stop acting like your apathy is activism. We are not our ancestors. I used to hate that saying because it's disrespectful, but now I get it because our ancestors were brave. They were built different. And some of y'all are built like your ancestors because a lot of y'all had cowards for ancestors. And it shows. My ancestors were way too badass. I already know that I do not measure up, even though I practically live outside. But we are living through our government being taken over. Hiding in fear won't save you and has never won a battle. And it will not win you your freedom either. So if you're too scared to come outside, fine. We heard you the first 50 times you said it. Cool. Stay inside because the rest of us are working. But I will say that I believe that the people who put us in this mess need to be on the front lines. Latinos for Trump, Black MAGA, farmers for Trump, and of course, privileged white folks always ready to play savior, never ready to save. These are my people. These are my ancestors who also fought.
Oh, Harmony, honey, just stop. Like at this point, we're watching you pull pages from the White Supremacy Handbook. People were commenting and messaging me saying, I can't wait to see Harmony's apology video. And I said, nah. She's not going to apologize. What she's going to do is she's either going to pull the I have black in me too card or she's going to double down. And as if on cue, here you are doing not one, but both. And then you say, I've yet to see an explanation. I don't owe you an explanation, honey. If you wanted to understand what I was saying, you would have been a woman. You would have pulled your big girl panties on and you would have messaged me asking for clarification because that's what adults do when they misunderstand something. Instead, you took everything that I said in that video and you twisted it to fit your narrative without any understanding of what I was saying. Now you think I owe you something? You still continue with this narrative that black women owe you something, that black people owe you something. Call us spineless cowards for choosing to sit this out. Oh, you've said it 50 times. We heard you the first 50 times. Continue with this narrative to feel entitled to an explanation from me. Oh, I don't work for free. One of the most valuable lessons that my grandmother ever taught me was you do not argue with people who choose to be willfully and deliberately obtuse. You want to rad my dick, Harmony? Rad it, baby. I have nothing else to say to you. I got real work to do out here in these streets. So let me see if I understand this correctly. Your take, your response.
So we're just gonna continue to gaslight, and now you're making up that she said that she doesn't care about Black Americans? Is that what we're doing now? What in the Baiku? Also, what made you think that you were the one that was going to check her? What made you think that you could check a Black American woman? Is it the ingrained white supremacy you're showing right now? Is that what it is? Because that's what it smells like. You really came out here showed us all your fucking ass. And then you're trying to spin this? Bitch.
Just saw another content creator post on this and I need to comment on it. She talked about how ICE is now detaining black people in Chicago. And then she goes on to say, oh, for all the black people that weren't supporting Latinos or didn't think this was going to happen to you, look what's happening now. Get off your high horse and you need to support them and I can't believe you, blah, 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 blah. No, not fucking having it. I'm tired of black people being blamed for every goddamn thing. I'm tired of black people being blamed for every goddamn thing. Well, we tried to prevent this, especially black women. 92% stood 10 toes down to prevent all of this shit. We done told you this shit was gonna fucking happen. Y'all didn't fucking listen. We were there on November. Where the fuck are you? And now you see the aftermath? And let's be so for real. There are so many Latinos who do not fuck with black people. You have hella anti-black fucking terminologies in your fucking, in your community. You always worship white skin. Your novellas are full of people with pale fucking white skin. You do not honor or even acknowledge Afro-Latinos. You don't fuck with us. You don't fuck with us. Don't pretend. When your back is against the wall, then you want black people out there fucking marching and fucking fighting for your rights, because the rights that everybody has in this country, if you are not a fucking white male, the rights you enjoy are because my community shed our fucking blood to make that possible. And then you get to turn around and enjoy rights that I still don't get to fucking enjoy. And then you want to come for black people and say, oh, like we have some type of power to stop fucking ICE? If we had that type of power, we'd stop ourselves from being fucking victimized. And then they have the nerve to say we're next? God damn it, we've never not been fucking on the goddamn chopping block. It's never been a period of time where we weren't fucking targeted. We're always fucking targeted. Always. And y'all care some fucking times when you are having the same experience. When Asians are being targeted with fucking COVID, all of a sudden they can relate to what the fuck we were going through. When Latinos are fucking experiencing something, then you want solidarity with us. But otherwise, y'all are fucking trying to align with white supremacy. You're trying to curl up with fucking white people. Asians saying they don't like affirmative action in colleges. You don't give a fuck about legacy admissions. White people getting into college because their grandfather got to go to college because white supremacy made that possible. We can't do legacy admissions because they didn't fucking let us go to school. You don't give a fuck about that, but you want to bitch about affirmative action Asians? A lot of Asians don't even fucking vote. Fucking Latinos, you want to think you're better than us. But when the shit targets you, then you feel like black people owe you something. We don't owe you a goddamn thing. The reason why we have gynecology that women get to enjoy is because Dr. Marion Sims tortured black women, cutting into us without anesthesia, without fucking any care, none of that shit. We've always been targeted. We've always been tortured. We fight and die to give you guys fucking rights. And then you want to separate yourselves from black people and align with white supremacy. And then when white supremacy turns on your ass and treats you just like fucking us, then we're to fucking blame? Are you fucking kidding me right now? Black women were the only ones who showed up in November last year to prevent this shit. We were the only fucking ones. But because you guys are so fucking racist and so fucking sexist, you wouldn't put a black woman in the fucking presidency. You wouldn't do that shit. You still trust white supremacy and you put that fucking Nazi in the goddamn White House, and here the fuck we are. Don't you ever fix your mouth to come for fucking black people. If it wasn't for us, none of you would have any goddamn rights. We built this fucking country. How fucking dare you? How fucking dare you?
Black women are cowards. Black women are cowards, and black women need to come outside to fight along the lines and fight against ICE. Y'all want to sound politically correct and keep this fucking shit cute? I wanted this sound correct at this moment. Black women have been outside for a very long time, starting back with 200 plus years of slavery. Black women was outside picking cotton. Black women was outside gathering a feed for the hogs. Black women was outside running from master because master wanted to come inside them. Let's talk about that. Black women stood on the side of Martin Luther King and was in jail and assaulted. Black women stood on side and fought fire with fire with the Black Panthers. A black woman started the movement. With what? Black Lives Matters. Why is black women always inserted in a conversation that has nothing to do with them? Black women are strong, and so we not strong enough for y'all and doing what y'all want to do. It's so many culture vultures. It's so many women who look down on us but can't walk a motherfucking mile, let alone a step in our shoes. Black women are always terminated because we are black. One minute we loud, ghetto, miseducated, and we mad black women. This is why we mad, but we loud for a reason. Black women have to deal with so much when it comes down to us being mentioned. First of all, y'all want our black men. Yes, some black men want y'all too. But see, y'all don't know what it is to love a black man. Because half of y'all see a black man for his scrotum. Y'all see a black man because he got that mandingo pushing whoosh. Y'all see a black man because his dollars. Now, if he couldn't really stroke you the way you want to be stroked, if he had no dollars, would you still want that black man? Because it's hard to love a black man. Because a black man is always in a fucking fight for freedom. When a black man can't leave outside his house and never come back. But y'all don't want to hear that, right? Leave black women out y'all conversation. Baby, we didn't ask to be here. Y'all chose to be here. And my thing about this is this shit is wrong what ICE is doing. But stop blaming black women.
First of all, I'm sure this probably won't get a whole bunch of views anyway, and I don't really care. This is more so just me voicing my opinion. But if you go back and watch that video, she has, I guess, green screened or whatever, another black woman's video, because she said that black people are still not coming outside. We're just not. She proceeds to say, if we're still not coming outside, then we're cowards. Really? Self-preservation of black people can never be cowardice. We gave y'all the playbook. We knew what was coming. So to say that we are cowards for choosing ourselves, knowing what will happen if we go out en masse on the streets and protesting and everything else, you should eat, like, the fact that you're not even grateful enough that we are keeping what he really wants to do at bay. He will use us to go ahead and push that through. So the fact that we have fought the most out of everybody, out of every group, and since we're not doing it now for you or how you would like us to do it, we're cowards. But yet I have not seen you out in the streets yet. Maybe I missed those videos. Maybe I missed them. But the fact that you feel as though whether, I don't know, I can't remember if she said she was biracial or not. The point is, you present as a different race. So for you to tell somebody else in this community what we should or should not be doing because it isn't good enough for you, when we have done the work for decades, centuries, and we're not doing it anymore. They want it so bad that they can have it. But until you are out there putting your body on the line, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear what anybody has to say. Black people are choosing to rest, to prepare, and make sure that we have a community that will withstand this. And we're not going to be the shields for somebody else to get riddled with bullets. Make that make sense, because you know what they would do. And since you know what they would do and you still want us to do it, tells me everything I need to know about you. It ain't it, and you really got too, like I said in my comment on her page, you got too much dip on your chip.
An East Asian woman came on this app and called black women cowards because we have decided not to be on the front line for these protests against immigration, mass deportation. She said that a lot of black women are cowards. We are cowards if we are not on the front line. And she said in another video that a lot of our ancestors were cowards, which is wild considering had it not been for our ancestors, you would not be here. Your parents would not have been able to immigrate here. It was the blood, sweat, and tears of my ancestors that, allows people to come to the United States of America for a better life. So to call us cowards is crazy. But I'm just curious, do other ethnic groups not recognize that black people are not slaves anymore? Like, we don't have to do a damn thing but stay black and die. Like, we are not your slaves. We don't have to do anything that we don't want to do. And to be honest, the reason why their attention is more focused on us opposed to their perpetrators, the people who voted for the mass deportation, the white man who's in charge, the reason why their energy is towards black people is because they see black people as inferior. Like, we are second-class citizens, we're low-class citizens, and they're superior to us. And the fact that all of the attention is on immigration right now and they are targeted, they just can't grasp, like, not us, but we're Asian, we're not black, but we're Hispanic, we're not black. Why is this happening to us and not the black people? But we're not black, but we're supposed to be okay because we're not black. And they don't like that right now the heat is on them. It's always been on black people, still is, but they just don't like. Now, if black people were under attack right now, when I say black people, I mean black Americans, as much as, immigrants, they wouldn't care. They wouldn't say anything about us because they would feel like, well, at least, black people are getting attacked too. But because right now it's really bad for them, they have to blame us. They have to blame us. It's not our job to save you. It's not our job to save you. And you cannot manipulate us, gaslight us, guilt us, force us to do anything that we don't want to do. And calling us cowards is not helping your case.
Yep. So that is what is up. And honestly, this whole situation just reminds me of something that my mother used to say, like, if you are angry, keep quiet. If you got nothing good to say, keep quiet, because sometimes silence saves you from saying something that reveals exactly who you are. And in this case, that's exactly what happened with this woman. If there's one thing I'll never do, despite making content that talks about Black Americans, is this: I will never put out words or opinions that could endanger the lives of Black Americans, especially Black women. It's one thing to discuss, to educate, to share perspectives, but it's another to provoke and push people towards danger under the disguise of activism. That's not allyship, that's recklessness. And just to be clear, I'm not even sure if this woman is Asian mixed or Hispanic mixed. I genuinely don't know. But regardless of what she identifies as, what does she even mean when she says Black American women are cowards? Has she not read history? Has she not studied what Black American women and the entire Black community have endured for generations in the hands of the same systems, the same kind of people that she is now expecting them to go confront on the front lines? It's almost like people like her are trying to, bed Black people into harm's way, because I can promise you this: she knows exactly what would happen if Black American women stood in front of those ICE agents. She knows the risks. She knows the headlines that would follow. So why say it? Why push that narrative? Please make that make sense. For once, just once, Black American women decided to sit out on these, the protests and all that, to rest, to preserve their peace, and suddenly it's a problem. Now, all of a sudden, the same people who once called themselves allies are exposing how they really feel. And it's loud, it's clear, and it's so disappointing. What this woman did wasn't activism, it wasn't advocacy, it was pure admonishment. Did I say that word correctly? She talked down to Black women. She condescended to them, and she antagonized them, all while pretending to speak from a place of care. That's not allyship, that's manipulation, because you don't get to call yourself an ally when your words tear down the very people you claim to stand for. You don't get to wear the badge of solidarity when your actions contradict everything that badge stands for. And to be honest, it's quite disgusting, especially coming from someone who has built her platform on being, for Black people. It's always easy to outsiders to call Black people cowards when they're not the ones carrying the weight, when they're not the ones who risk losing everything by standing in front of armed agents. Black women have carried every movement on their back for generations. They've protested, they've organized, they've spoken up when no one else did. And now that they chose rest, suddenly they're cowards. No, that's not how things work. Black women are resting. They're reclaiming their peace, their time, their energy, and that's something they've I can say, they've earned that. They're not about to throw themselves into danger to prove a point or to please people who will never understand the cost, because the truth is, for far too long, Black women have been undervalued. I'm trying to think of the words to use. They've been undervalued, unappreciated, even by the very people who claim to love and support them. And the moment they decided to put themselves first, the world calls them ungrateful or weak. But here's the thing. They don't owe anybody, their sacrifice anymore. Not when their safety, their peace, and their lives are constantly on the line. It's time the world learns that resting isn't cowardice, it's survival. And this whole situation right here is a perfect example of how easily some allies forget that Yeah, they forget it so easily. They want the aesthetic of solidarity without the understanding of struggle. They want to post about justice, but not embody it. Because if they did, they would know better than to shame the very community they claim to uplift. The irony is the backlash she's facing right now isn't because people hate her, guys. It's because people expected more from her. They believed in her words, her message, as her supposed empathy. But now, after seeing this side of her, that trust is gone. She's deleted comments. She's deleted that video. She's backtracking. But the internet doesn't forget people. You need to know that. So that the next time you want to post something useless like this, you know that the internet, we screenshots, we keep videos. Okay? Yeah, we do that. We stitch. Yeah. And we're not going to let this one go. So let's just show you. Let me just show you some of the comments that people left on her video. You can pause that to read. The same video that, she's deleted, but the comments, like I said, people did some screenshots, so you can pause that to read. She probably thought she could say what she wanted, play the tough love card and move on, but no, the people saw right through it. Yeah. I hope you can read all those comments. Like, people are very much disappointed in this lady. Yeah, and with that in mind, I would really love to hear your thoughts on this. Do you think her messages was taken out of context, or do you think she meant exactly what she said? Let's talk about it. Go ahead, drop your opinions in the comment section down below. I want to hear from you. And as always, thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting this channel. And thank you for standing with me throughout this topic. And thank you for adopting me into the Black American community. I love you guys. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. It really helps us, sister. It helps me to grow. I'll definitely see you in my next video. Please stay peaceful. Did I say I love you? Yes, I love you so much, guys. Yeah.